What you need to do is you need to not only put those sound bites, group them based on what they're talking about, but go ahead and rearrange them and maybe cut more things out of them until they make a little sequence all on their own. So you should have 2 or 3 sound bites grouped together. In my case, I've got 5 in this first group, so just listen to hear how it sounds. You might go back and check what some of those original ones were like. And I've rearranged this first group here.
Media is different because I don't know, we're small, a small little school.
And we learn journalism, and we have a TV show and radio show.
Nobody got nice computers like us. We got Mac, we got our own radio show, we got our own newspaper, and we're just a good school.
I like that it has a whole bunch of different stuff that you can learn about media and like learning about video and newspaper.
We get to do things like record. We are more intact with our teachers. Like some high schools are bigger, and so therefore they don't care as much as your education as media does.
Okay, now here's the thing about putting these together. Now I've got quite a few, maybe more than what you have, but the thing that I want you to understand at this point, it's okay if the sound levels are a little bit up and down. You could hear I had some sections that were a little bit louder, some were a little bit softer. We'll be able to fix those later on. And you should make sure that the video looks pretty good on each of these pictures. I haven't shown you what they look like, but if we look over here, here's how that one shot ends at the beginning. You can see that the video looks like it's framed fairly well on these. The lighting's pretty good. If I look at these different clips, you'll see that most of them all look pretty good. So you don't want to use a video clip that really wasn't shot very well. Try to get them so the video looks good, the sound sounds okay. Be able to smooth out the sound a little bit. Really can't do too much about the video. But the important thing to do is to really listen through these clips, think about what they're saying, put them into order to tell a story. So I've got the first section here, and I've got 2 other large sections. If you look through my timeline, you can see I've got another cluster of groups here. If I click on one and hold down Shift, I can select all of these to move the whole thing around. So I've got a second section and a third section, and I've got just a couple of pieces here to end up at the end. So for this part of your TV news story, I want you to finish up by getting all your sound bites in order and trimming them and putting them together and make them sound the best you can, because this will be the majority of your editing for your story. These gaps I'm leaving here, that's going to be what's called the reporter track. So as you've read that handout about connecting the SOTs, you're going to be writing just a little bit to kind of tie these sections together. You might have a little bit at the beginning. We'll be showing you that in the next part of this assignment. But for now, the first step is to actually go through and get all these sound bites in order. And once you've done it, go back through and play them all together. So I'm going to end this part of the video by letting you listen to all the other sections I have. And whenever there's a gap, it's because that's where I plan to put in the actual reporter track.